Yo, what's up guys? This is Alvin and Melissa from CrownWatchBlog. Welcome to a very special video about the LANGE SÖHNE ODYSSEUS.
Launched recently, the Odysseus is Lange's first ever stainless steel sports collection and the brand's first new watch line since 2008.
So we got on social media and asked you guys to send in all your burning questions in a series of AMAs. And here are your top 3 questions. We love all your questions about the inspiration behind the LANGE ODYSSEUS watch, and the best one comes from Horologym, who asked, when did LANGE realize that it was the right time to do stainless steel sports watches?
But it's not the first time Lange has done stainless steel watches.
No, they used to do stainless steel watches, but they were very rare and they were known to fetch high prices at auctions.
Those were not sports watches though?
They're not. From a brand's perspective, it would seem that it was the right time for Lange to come up with a full-fledged stainless steel collection.
Right, and I also understand that Lange had been working on it for almost a decade now.
So can I challenge you with another question?
Yes?
What is the reason behind the name Odysseus?
Well, the Odysseus was named after the Greek king of Ithaca and hero of Homer's epic poem The Odyssey, which chronicles his 10-year journey home after the Trojan War. So it's like 10 years home, 10 years to make the watch. Yeah, it's quite an odyssey. There's your connection right there.
There were many questions about the design behind the LANGE ODYSSEUS, and Sean Mosadek asks, why is there a crown guard and no symmetry on the case?
Well, for this, we decided to go straight to the source and ask Mr. Tino Bober, LANGE SÖHNE's Director of Manufacturing.
If you take a closer look, you will see there is no crown guard. In fact, there are 2 tapered buttons to do the correction for the date indication and for the day of the week indication. To have this 12-bar water resistance, these tapered buttons are equipped with a special sealing. One of our design principles is that form follows function, and as there is no need for additional push pieces or tapered buttons on the other side of the case, you will not find a similar shape on this side.
Well, that explains it then.
Mr. Bober also told us when Lange designs a watch, people should immediately recognize it as a Lange watch even without the logo on the dial. I think this has been the case for the Odysseus. Many of you asked about the technical specs of the Odysseus movement. As you can see, it was superbly constructed with an emphasis on performance, robustness and looks.
So Shane Isbadong asked a very interesting question. He asked, what is the rotor made of and why is it not in the usual gold?
Well, the caliber L155.1 is an entirely new movement, so a new rotor had to be developed. The outer centrifugal mass is made of platinum, while the rest of the rotor is in an alloy called RCAP.
RCAP? Would you know why RCAP is chosen?
Well, RCAP was chosen because it is non-magnetic and also resistant to temperature changes and corrosion. It's also a flexible material that is stable at low height.
And if you look closely, the rotor actually rests on tiny little pins so that it doesn't touch the movement plate. So this is a construction that protects the movement against impact.
Well, thank you for all your questions on the LANGE SÖHNE ODYSSEUS. We hope you learned something new today.
And as usual, for more watch news and reviews, check out CrownWatchBlog.com. See you next time.